Casablanca's Gourmet Catch. Traditional sardines in vegetable oil on toast. I've wanted to do this for a long time. I found this antique 1920s style toaster in an antique store. And I thought, why not try something different? This thing is amazing. The technology back then was all done by the style of the components. Nothing electronic, nothing that can burn out or wear out. It's simply a plug-in with some nichrome electric wires around a non-burnable back plate. And the shape of this door actually turns the toast. It's pretty cool. Show you that in a minute. First of all, Casablanca's Gourmet Catch. I've never tried this before. I found this in one of those stores that takes in return goods, kind of a high-end return goods, and you'll find a few odd selections of gourmet foods in there, maybe once, and maybe never again. I've not heard of these. I've not seen them before. Let's take a look at the label. Sustainably sourced. Of course. Wild caught. Of course. Hand-packed. Non-genetically modified organism. You don't really know. Someone may have hatched some, done some genealogical manipulation, and released them into the wild. You can't be sure. If you're a lawyer, that's the way you would look at things. I'm not a lawyer, so I should stop looking at things that way. There's a little label here that says, Friend of the Sea. There's another little U in a circle, which I think means Underwriters Laboratories. Maybe not. We'll check that out. On the back, it says, recyclable, easy open, best by January 2025. Okay. Storage. Room temperature. Refrigerate after opening. Consume within 2 days. Tasty catch. Our wild-caught sardines from the Atlantic Ocean are internationally recognized as the authentic, original sardines. I'm thinking they may be from Portugal or Spain. That's Atlantic, and that's one of the first places that sardines were produced. We fish them in the summer and fall when they are at their peak of health and taste to ensure a delicate flavor and a slightly firm texture. Sustainable catch. Sustainable fishing is the only way to ensure a future for the next generations to enjoy wild-caught fish. I agree. We live vigorously by this philosophy and hold ourselves to the highest standards. Scan and trace or visit thegreatestcatch.com. That's a cool thing. You can go to that website and you can use the number on this package to track and find out when and where those fish were caught. And you can learn more about the product's origin. Ingredients: sardines, sunflower oil, salt. Contains sardines, in parentheses, fish. Imported by H&B America, Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh, it's a product of Morocco. All right. Warning, reproductive harm. Newsflash, not worried about that anymore. I like the package. The reclosable top. But why is the can upside down? There are some things that have got me concerned. I never open a sardine box to find a can that's dented and deformed. Definitely the top is sprung in and out. The bottom is beat up a number of times. I would assume this has been a return or a reshelf. It's been moved from store to store, and in the process, it's got a few dings. But there's no oil canning. That's when the top goes pop, 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 like an oil can. Most people don't know what an oil can anymore. The old-fashioned kind where you push the bottom of the can and push the oil out. Now you got the squirt things, and who uses oil anymore anyway? It's all self-contained bearings. This is just something that, from a perfectionist, catches my attention. And the printing even kind of wore off on the top. Well, nobody lives forever. We're going to give this a shot. See what it's like inside. Now, special attention to see if any air goes in or out. Not discernible. That's usually okay. Ooh. Definitely odorous. Being in the house on this one, I have to be extra careful. Those are definitely the big, robust-bodied fish from the Mediterranean type area. You know, this says from the Atlantic. Last I knew, the Atlantic ended at the Straits of Gibraltar. Where's Morocco? Morocco on the coast of Africa? Well, it says these are from the Atlantic. And these are the very similar to the ones that you find packaged in Portugal and Spain. Probably the same variety. These are the ones with skin and scales. Scales are a little bit distasteful for most. You probably would scrape them off. I'm going to leave them on because scales are one of those rare sources of natural collagen, which are really good for you. And if you've ever noticed the skin of people from Asia, Africa, South America, third world countries, their skin is usually beautiful and soft. It's because of all the collagen they eat. They typically eat the scales and the cartilage that's on the end of bones. You know, cartilage is that little chunk of plastic that comes on the end of a drumstick. So that one's got a little bonus content as well. Organ meat. Also good for you. I'm going to leave that on there as well. Well, let's get the toaster going. You just lay that either side down. And then risk your life by plugging this old school plug into the wall. Hopefully not holding on to a mouse chew or something like that, which has exposed the electric wire. I've done that before. It's not fun. I can hear it crackling in there. These little slots here are like indicator windows, so you know that that side hasn't been toasted yet. It doesn't come with a timer. They didn't invent that till decades later. So I'll take a peek here. Oh, you can't really fold it out. Watch this. And it flips it over to the other side. It's not in long enough on that one side because it doesn't show any browning in there, so we'll leave it in a little bit longer. Actually, we'll flip that just like that. You can see how it works. Pretty cool. Let's just be patient. Ah, golden brown. Perfect on that side. Ah, perfect. There. We're safe. Save that for an Alfred Hitchcock movie. There, you go cool down. Now, not that there's a fat deficit, but I'm going to add some butter to the toast anyways. You just should always add butter to toast because that's how it is. I've just detected something here. This happens to be fish roe, eggs. I'm going to remove that because I'm not doing a caviar test today. I think I'll even remove the backbone on this one. And a few other things. Because when you eat it on toast, it's going to be a more delicate experience. We don't need all the harshities. I'll even break it up a little bit. Spread it out here. That one's really presentable. I usually bite the bottom side of the toast first and leave the crusty top. Less burnt flavor that way. Okay, there's a different aroma. A mixture of sardines and warm butter and bread. It all works together. Good. Let's see how it tastes. That works. You can definitely live with this. I give it a fair assessment. Let me break back into here. Take a half chunk of one of these torpedoes out. They always seem, on this type of fish, they always seem to leave that little chunk of the spine sticking out where it connects onto the fins. I guess to show you that, hey, we removed the fins. Not sure. That don't look good to me. I don't like that. But you can see, it looks like a fish. Skin's intact, scales are glistening. So I'm just going to take a chew of this by itself. Meaty, really moist, flavorful. These Casa Blanca fish. Are great. I think they're a little bit better than the ones I usually have from Morocco. But added with the toast, excellent. I think I got a new favorite food here. Sardines on toast. Man. Casablanca's gourmet catch in vegetable oil on toast. Highly recommended. Thanks for watching.